Kia ora mai tātou.
Kia ora te karawa, over to you.
Amihi. Tuatai, kei te tia mana o te komiti whakahaere tēnā koe, i te iwi, kei ngā mima pāre mata, wa o te aroa, tēnā koutou. Tēnā koutou, i tā koutou whakai mai, kia tū ai au, i mua i te aroaro, o te tini, me te mano, ki te wherawhera i ako whakaaro, o tēnei pire nei, ara, tāku i tēnei rangi nei, e whakahe. Nō reira, nōku te maringa nui, i mihi nui ana. Ka tira, te kanawa nuku hau Wilson tōku ingoa, te kaumaono ako pakeke, he uri au no te kāhui maunga, no Ngāti Porou, no Ngāti Maniapoto, whaingaroa moana, anō hotu. Ua pēa ngā kaupapa toa, te katoa o te motu, te pūtaketanga.
Okay, no, I've got that up as high as
Te
possible.
mana motu hake, tēnā i te mana tīrengi. Te tuarua, tēnei mea te iwitanga. He oi, I mua I taku aro, ki ngā kaupapa.
Okay, his whakaaro, he's only 16 years old. He's from Ngāti Porou, from East Coast, from Maniapoto, Taumaranui, Waikato. He's saying, he momo te taima, this is a waste of time. Yeah, he's basically saying this is a waste of our time, waste of our money, waste of our resources, waste of our own kōrero. Yeah. He's calling them a sandwich or a burger. Basically, the hapu have the rights and the tikanga and the kawa to make their own decisions for their hapu, for their family, for their iwi. Because we weren't iwi, we were never iwi, we were always hapu. And the Declaration of Independence, we were all hapu. Of nations, not just one nation, Aotearoa. We were nations of Tūhui, we were nations of Taranaki, we were nations of Ngaitahu, we were nations, we were only our own nations, we had our own rangatiratanga, we had our own rangatira for our own areas, so we had princes and kings and queens in every area, and then we had to then we'd set up the Te Kaumarua. He's only 16 years old. What an intelligent young boy. He was raised in Kirikiriroa, Hamilton. Rākau Mangamanga. He was raised there. Me kore ake ko te whakaungia o te tino rangatiratanga o ngā hapu e te tiriti o Waitangi, wa kore te kohanga reo, wa kore ngā kura Māori, wa kore rawa au e tūnei, where's the kohanga reo? Kōrero. Kia tū ai au hei New Zealander, tēnā I tētahi uri no ngā iwi me ngā hapu. No reira, nā te mana motu hake, he's basically saying New Zealanders have got the say. Right now, we as the tangata whenua, we are the kai kōrero for the kohanga reo movement. Yeah. So tino rangatiratanga is our most prominent, mana motu hake, all of those tangas. He kaupapa pai e nei, hei painga mo ngā iwi katoa. Karongo te katoa o te motu I ngā hua, pēnei I te tau. Basically saying that if Māori are well, everyone is well. What King Tuheitia spoke about, what everyone else has said under every doctorate or whatever, whoever. Basically our priorities are tino rangatiratanga, mana motu hake, toi tu te tiriti,
Whakatauria ngā take tiriti. Kia whai hua
kia
i ngā
mau,
puri.
kia mau.
Nā wai rā, ka whai
Meaning
hua
as in hold
te
fast,
hapuri me ngā
hold
kamupiri.
strong, hold
Ara,
staunch.
ko te awa tērā, the base,
Yeah.
e tū ana ki te rapa, ko ngā ho tērā, kei te taone, korua kura, tai atu, kia tāmaki makaurau, horapa atu ki te motu, no reira, i hangaia e rātau, tō rātau ake whare, e tū tangata ngāna tau a whare i tēnei wā tonga. Sua toru, ko ngā rahi o tōku pāpa, ko te awa o wanganu. He tawira mo te ao katoa.
He's Wanganui. He's a descendant of Wanganui.
Ake o te awa. He oi, koia hei tūrama
Ai.
o ngā awa katoa, puta noa i te
On his dad's
nei
side.
te ao whānui tonu. Araira, he aha te he o ēnei huapai, e rongo ai a Aotearoa whānui. Ara, he painga mo te ohanga, he painga hoki mo te taiao, he painga mo te tangata, he painga mo New Zealand. Katoa, nā te tiriti. Nā te hia o te
There's this thing saying our environment, everything that we have as a Māori people involves everything.
Mana, ko te tika me te pono, hei roto i te he. Ka tira, ko enei kupu, e tuku nāna i runga i te ngākau aki. Ko tāku ki a koutou, turaki nā tēnei pire, hei oranga mo te Māori o tira, hei oranga mo te katoa o Aotearoa. Ke tiki nā atu ai, tau kōrero, ai taku tuakana, hana. E mea ana, kaura tonu mātou, ake, Aotearoa, mati ke mai. Me nā he pātai a koutou, tukuna mai, reo Pākehā mai, reo Māori mai ngari kangana, roto i te reo Māori.
Kia ora te kanawa, thank you for your submission. We've got a little bit of time left. Any questions for te kanawa? Hana.
Tēnā rā koe, te komi te whakahaere e James, waihoki tēnā rā koe. E te kanawa, e mihi kaiwana ki a koe me tō koroheke i ngā rangitata nei. Kua pāhi ki au i tō kōrero nei te ngā take toru i
She's just doing a mihi to him first.
i tēnei rangi. Ko tāku pātai, mōhio kaiwana tāua TV Māori ngā pēhitanga nui ka whai, mena ka haere tonu tēnei pire. Engari, kia whakaaro, he hanga pēhitanga nui kia tāua tahi te hunga rangatahi, waihoki ngā whakarea ngā haere ake nei.
Ko tā te pire nei, he ngana ki te turaki.
What does the rangatahi have to do with the tino rangatiratanga of mana motuhaki with the Treaty of Waitangi? They have everything to do with it, because it's everything about them.
He take tāmi, he take turaki,
It's all about generational information and transformation.
Thank you for your time with the committee this morning. We appreciate your submission and thank you for giving.
Thank you for translating there, Jordon.
I don't know if I translated all of it, but I got the gist of it because it was hard to hear.
And once you put the gist of it, that made sense to me. Like, you know, because I picked up some of it, but I don't pick up all of it because my knowledge in it, I can't understand it.
It was very fast.
Yes.
Hasduru was very fast because he's been taught from day dot.
Yeah. So it's
from the day he was born to until now.
Yeah. Like, to me, the biggest thing I tend to pick up when I hear the translations tend to be either the date, numbers. That's one thing I pick up a lot in translations from today to English.
That's great.
I remember I was going to I think I was at the swearing in of the Wellington City Councillors, and I said to the person to me, he goes, how you going? I said, I'm getting 1 in 4 words. He goes, well, you're doing better than me. What's there? Go, the date. And he just cracked up laughing, going like, oh, yes, okay, you get 1 in 4 words, but that's how frequently the date's been said. Yeah. No, it's brilliant to have someone who's 16 years old sitting down there and doing a submission. Yeah.
And it proves that your youth are interested.
Absolutely. See, they need to change the law and bring 16-year-olds.
Sorry, what were you saying, Jordon?
To vote in the next election.
Well, it proves one. I mean,
allowed a 16-year-old to have a kōrero because
there is nothing in the
in the next
legislation that actually
referendum or the next government, I think we're going to have things.
Yeah.
Because why? Because they're learning about government and how it works and at school, and then they leave school and and when they become adults, they oh yeah right I remember that, but at 16 years old, it's fresh in their mind.
For submissions, there is no age limit on who can actually put in can speak in a submission. There is something that's in there, just like there is no age limit of who can sit in the witness box of a courtroom, who can, there are, it's just the voting part has an age limit. The ability to be enrolled has an age limit. Ages to be tried at, there's an age limit, but there are some things which don't, and putting in submissions does not have an age limit tied to it. Now, there's one on here which Stacey highlighted.
Well, that's interesting. So why would they have a non-tied part to age and have a tied bit to the to the voting of you have to be 18?
Well,
that don't make sense.
That's been something that's been around. And remember, the original voting age in New Zealand was 21, not 18. It's only been 18.
It was 21?
Yes.
Oh, no. I thought it was... wasn't it 20? Oh, no, it was 18 and then went to 21 and then back down to something.
It started off as 21. So the original age of voting in New Zealand was you had to be 21, male, and own land in an individual title capacity. And then that was the reason for the introduction of the Māori seats, was because Māori collectively owned land which wasn't able to work, which I think they screwed up with. I think they screwed up Māori seats because there was no proportional representation until 1996.
Right so. And things like right now, cousin Debbie Ngāti Wapeka in the Māori Party, she has to contend with 65 Pākehā seats all along her takiwa from Wellington to Te Awamutu. She's the only one, and in Te Ao Māori we work with Tāne me te wahine, and they say that she has Rawiri Waititi, right? Yes, she does, but she does not have anyone on Te Taihauru. So I want to put it forward to the Crown that we need 2 Māori representatives on every party, Māori and female. Why? Because the status quo right from the start has been screwed up. And I'm going to say, let's say fucked up, because it truly has. It has always served the purpose for the Pākehā, for the colonial people that have raped, pillaged my people, have been thieves themselves, come over here and reform themselves and ladies and whatever else. But in all, they were thieves, they were murderers, they were pirates who conquered land. Let's get, because the first Pākehās that came here first were the missionaries, and the missionaries wrote to other missionaries and popes and everything else, and stated that Māori people here in New Zealand were the most welcomingest people ever. Their children, their fatherly skills and motherly skills were so enhanced that it didn't matter whether you were gay or straight or whatever, as long as you procreated children and looked after them in the community, not just your children, but the community's children. So your hapu, your iwi, but we weren't an iwi. We were only hapu and whānau.
Yep. Okay, let's move on to the...
And 550-something people that actually signed the Declaration of Independence. But remember also, there was more that signed the English version because the Māori version was scrapped out because they couldn't find it. So they started using the English version, getting rangatira to sign the English version. The original, Te Tiriti o Waitangi, or the Declaration of Independence, it did not match. The kōrero that was on the English version was way less than what was on the Māori version, and on the Māori version, tino rangatiratanga does not give sovereignty to this government. It gives us.
We've got another submission to move on to.
As a Māori people, as tangata whenua, the reason that they came here is because we were doing better than them. That's the reason why they came into Parihaka in 1881.